Hello, this is John Wayne Mercure, the Sonneteer, from beautiful Chandler, Arizona, the Society of Living Poets, of which you're a member. And I'm going to start off the way I want to start this off. I want to thank again the chance to be on YouTube in front of millions of people worldwide. Hey, you all should do it. The YouTube masterpiece was invented by Javed Karim, Steve Chen, and Chad Hurley. And then there's Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg. Zucker in German means sugar. Mark Sugartown. Isn't that beautiful? It's just a great name. And MySpace was invented by Tom Anderson. And Wikipedia. Wiki in Hawaiian means quick. And it's the inventors of Wikipedia are Jimmy Josie Wales and Larry Tom Sawyer. And these guys are like geniuses. I mean, and I want to thank you for this privilege of being able to talk and share my poetry. And look, this poem here, I saw that movie, Hacksaw Ridge. And Mel Gibson is a genius. And those of you in Hollywood that don't understand that, come on, man. Apocalypto, that was a great movie. Braveheart, great movie. The Patriot, great movie. He makes great movies, and he's too great a talent to be lost. And I want to thank you, Mel Gibson, for Hacksaw Ridge, because it's a masterpiece. I ask some people, they don't even know where Okinawa is. They don't know the suffering that the American military had in the Second World War. They just take our freedom for granted. In 1942, we damn near lost that war. We'd be under the Japanese and the Germans, and most of us wouldn't even be alive. This sonnet, number 1022, is Okinawa. Hacksaw Ridge, cauldron of gore and blood. I wrote this in honor of Mel Gibson, in honor of the people that suffered for our freedom on Okinawa. Scourge of the samurai, Imperial Japan. Cruelty, unbelievable. Urged by military lunatics controlling Japan. Massacres, Holocaust, horrible. 300,000 men, women, and children tortured and raped in Nanking butchery. People forget. Mountains of dead in the name of Imperial Japan's savagery. All but forgotten now, yet in 2016, 100 short years ago when I wrote this sonnet, 2016, almost all of the murder in the World War II, in 1916, they weren't even yet born. Guadalcanal, Saipan, Bougainville, Iwo Jima, Guam, Okinawa, and people forgot the hell on earth that our Marines and our Army put up with, and our Navy. Hell on earth. Island hopping's hacksaw. It was awful. And those guys died for us. As great Brad Pitt said in the movie Fury, a great movie, ideals are peaceful. History has never been anything but horrific violence's cruel misery. Pacifists march right into the oven. And they say that another word for pacifist is coward. They go right into the oven, into the showers, and are poisoned with poison gas and then cremated. Moralists preen and confess, and they profess shock at military destruction. You have to have a military. If you want to be in peace, prepare for war. We have a great military, thank you God. These pacifists, these moralists, preening, hiding behind the blood of others long gone and far off graves, pretending superiority over military self-defense is bravery. Japan and Nazi Germany had to be defeated. Now no one even cares or remembers. Land of wimps preaching demilitarization. Naked are they? You don't want to defend yourself? You want to defend your family? Brave Desmond Doss received the Congressional Medal of Honor as a medic, saving 75 horribly wounded soldiers as a conscientious objector. I won't carry a weapon, but I'll be a medic, and he saved 75 lives? Yeah. How he did it? It was like God. Medics save lives and are critically essential in brutal combat. Sick pacifists, they wait to be butchered, their families murdered. They're spoiled infantile brats They don't understand we have to be ready to defend ourselves. Watching their own families being butchered, claiming exemption. Oh, they're conscientious objectors and don't hurt us. They mock our military. They castigate our military. It's national destruction not to have a military. Critics come out from under slimy rocks, hating Mel Gibson. Sick lickspittles, Hollywood whores, Saul Alinsky devils. We don't want to offend modern Japan. Forget their war crimes. We must rebuild our military. America is running out of time. Passion of the Christ, Apocalypto. Passion, that was fabulous. Apocalypto, great. Braveheart, The Patriot. Shunned by Japanese jealous wannabes, Hollywood wannabes, fanatical envy, critic editors that are idiots. War is hell and cruelty. You cannot refine it, said General Sherman. We need an invincible, united military ready for action. Freedom reveres patriotism. Thank you, Sir Mel Gibson. Sir Mel Gibson, I don't know why people are mean to you. You're a genius, and please making more movies, and thank you for Hacksaw Ridge. It's amazing. He asked God to help you. Let me save one more. Let me save one more, and he did. I wrote this November the 5th, 2016 in honor of that great movie, Hacksaw Ridge. It's like we have to get along with China and Russia. I mean, they have 3.2 billion people in China. Can you imagine that the Chinese could field an army of 100 million? Can you imagine? We can't fight a war with them. We got to get along with people. This sonnet 1065. I knew this girl, a murdered goddess, Claudia Bradshaw. Beautiful young lady. Elizabeth Taylor look-alike. She would look like Elizabeth Taylor. Perfection. Awful crime murdering a sweet damsel like Claudia Bradshaw. A girl of gorgeous face, spectacular body, life just begun. Schoolgirl of impeccable grades, prettiest hair we ever saw. Extremely popular girl. All the young men were so enchanted. Truly magnetic personality, so full of life. She's now dead. Bubbling energy, smiling, vibrant, bright future before her. A singing soul was lovely Claudia. A crime to see her murdered. Her father, Robert, was my family doctor, with Sir Dr. Sidney Anderson, a great man. Better physicians couldn't be found. When will such come again? Probably never. Dr. Robert Bradshaw had an exquisitely beautiful, elegant spouse, his wife. He was so proud of their lovely daughter, Claudia. No parents could ever be prouder. Mr. and Mrs. Bradshaw had 2 young sons, the light of their lives. Disaster struck one icy winter. Those 2 boys lost their lives. Playing on the frozen Rio Grande River, they fell through the ice, drowning. Not seen for several days, ghastly bodies, so unnice. 2 little boys drowned. Devastated by heartbreak, this prominent family needed no more heartbreak. Cheated by fate of their 2 wonderful sons, 2 boys so adored. Claudia could have married anyone, scores of worthy suitors, falling in love with a monster. Who knew he was a murderer? You never know who you marry, really, until it's far too late. So your heart breaks. Who can you tell? He is so full of hate. Pretty Claudia, devout Catholic, she believed not in a divorce. Ugly husband, adulterously flaunted his blonde floozy's intercourse. Heartbroken Claudia killed herself, suicide in humiliation. So tragic. Cauldron of evil, this husband and his hussy in church, so sick. He's with that blonde now, and I see him praying, murderers. I wrote to Dr. Bradshaw and his wife expressing my condolences. He wrote me, how joyful it was to have had this angel in their lives at all. They've had so much tragedy in their life. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, the mark of Cain on this monster murderer. Avenge this innocent angel, please God. Haunt this murderer. Revenge is God's. Mete out justice to this son of Lucifer. John Wayne Mercure. I wrote this sonnet January the 16th, 2017, because I knew her. Claudia Bradshaw looked like Elizabeth Taylor, and now she's dead. Why? Oh, God, I don't know why people die young. I mean, she had everything going for her. And her husband. Oh, I don't want to think about it now. Please, God, pray for her. Pray for Claudia. This sonnet is number 1074. A Good Samaritan, Sir Thomas Yoxall. And I'm looking at his picture. You'd never think he would have saved a police officer's life, but he did. An Arizona State Patrolman, Ed Anderson, was ambushed on I-10. He was shot twice. He stopped to inspect a bad rolled-over accident, and a guy started shooting at him. Crazy Leonard Penuelas Escobar was then beating the officer. He was on top of the officer, beating on him. See, myriads of motorists callously passed this carnage on by. They wouldn't stop to help the police officer. Heroic, Good Samaritan, Sir Thomas Yoxall, he stopped as a passerby. This true hero ordered Escobar to stop beating Anderson, the police officer. Sir Yoxall shot the lunatic Escobar, saving this policeman's victim's life. In the Bible, a parable of the Good Samaritan speaks to us all. When a traveler is attacked by robbers and left for dead, a haughty priest ignores this injured man and passes by instead. A snotty lawyer will not stop because he cannot make a shekel. The conceited pedantic Pharisee, so full of himself, passes on by. A blessed Samaritan stopped and would not let the man die. Are we not our neighbor's keepers? Are we not obliged to help? Is the golden rule just for suckers? Has God a blind eye? Doesn't he see everything? I know of a heroic master artisan, I know this man, who came upon a border guard one time, so savagely beaten by the mob, Don Ramon de Lara intervened. He's a gallant man. Don Ramon stopped the mob at great risk to his own regard. When authorities arrived, they arrested Don Ramon at the scene. The border guard told arresting officers, no, Don Ramon saved me. He saved my life. Don Ramon and this border guard are friends to this very day. And Don Ramon is a great man. Don Ramon didn't have to help. He's a true hero in every way. When victims need help, you cannot just heartlessly walk away. You're being tested. A hero of my extended family, a great man, Sir Otto Ziegler, he extended a helping hand to two uniformed army hitchhikers. He picked them up. These two animals drove Otto out into a field and murdered him. Please know, justice hanged both killers. Both killers were in that movie in cold blood. They didn't have to kill him. Why? Because he was trying to help them? I mean, there's some real mean people out there. We all get tested by fire. Yoxall, de Lara, Ziegler, they're heroes. See God testing us with hard choices, to help or not to help. We must know God weighs our souls in a balance. He knows our hearts. John Wayne Mercure, the Sonneteer. I wrote this January the 28th, 2017. And look, you're out there, all of you guys. Start writing these things about your family, how you love them, how if everything fell apart tomorrow, you thank God that you had such a wonderful family, mom, dad, kids. You got to do it. Time is short. Words are life. Write down words of love for your family. Can you do that for the Sonneteer, the Sensei? I care. Thank you for YouTube. It's wonderful to be able to have a chance to have an audience, that everybody can make videos. And you guys, you need to make videos, because I'll bet you're very, very talented poets too. You guys that founded YouTube and Facebook, I'll bet you can write some really good poetry. I'd like to see videos of you. Why not? God bless us, everyone. Thank you. Brenda K.
You only did 2 today?
Huh?
You only did 2 today?
No, I did 3.
You did 3? Oh, okay, I thought you did 2.
Well, I don't know.